All right. Finished dinner right before, so a couple minutes late, but I think we're still pretty early in this one.
Oh, I just clipped my hot dress.
Okay, so I think I was just doing the scene build on this to get a good idea as to what I'm working with. But I feel like I need to go and look up that episode again. Is this one? Yes. I'll do a background. I don't need to see everything. I think I overdid my YouTube. Okay. Hello. Hello, Kelchan. Hello, Nadawan. Everything's been really slow. Some problems with the internet earlier today too. Come on. I mean, it's streaming fine, but maybe that's just up in the limit. There we go. This is all I need. So definitely need to make it brighter overall. Hello, Alex, and thank you very much. But I guess the Japanese ad's got to be much more entertaining. Yeah, so thinking, positioning wise, it's pretty good. The tower's not quite at the right angle, but that's fine. Definitely needs to be more yellow. But that's just going to be the, well, maybe I can do it with lights. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but there it goes. But this already is sort of yellow. Which means to me I won't be able to do it with just the light. Yeah. I'm gonna probably have to actually color those kind of a yellow. The water can be muddy. I can do that pretty easy. But I need to get these to be brownish. No, it's 6 in Coldland time. It is 0 degrees out. Oh wait, no. I think it actually warmed up. We're at 5. Oh wait, no, sorry, we're down to -2 again. It's cold. So which of these is the texture that matters? Both, apparently. Looks like the one's just for little edge bits. Oh, I think I know why. So that's for like destroyed stuff. This is just for normal stuff. Alright, but where is this hiding at? Bipolar temp time. Okay. Some guy playing FPS in a gaming chair, except he was in a business suit. This man's there, he's in an office with his coworkers on computers, and he's the only one playing FPS and is screaming and tilting while one of his subordinates tries to get him back on task. That sounds like Japanese culture. User mod. That makes things easier. Oh. Yeah, it was. There's some text missing there. That looks better. There we go. Boy, that's not the actual texture's location though. Okay, so it is. Let's do it from here. Zombie, stalker, crit walls. Is it in two different? Okay, that's stupid. Oh, I thought you were talking about temperature. Like 9:08. That's hot. 9:08 in the morning? You're in the future. Oops. Okay, so I need to go back here. So I need to make this kind of more yellowish to match, or brownish, I guess. I don't need to make it the same brown, but I need to make it a lot more red. So let's go and add a layer. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I'm thinking like After Effects. Yep, I'm definitely thinking After Effects. Or am I? No, that's what I'm looking for. We need to do. I don't want to just do hue photo filter. This needs to be a little bit more red. Maybe not so much red. I think we need to do with the brown. That's not really brown. That's going to be. Get rid of luminosity, maybe. No, I need to keep the luminosity. So it's still going to be a little bit more orange than I want, but I really can't go brown, can I? Yeah, it's just going dark, and dark's not going to be what I want. We could try doing that. Try that. I feel like that'll work. We can give it a shot. What's the lottery ticket numbers, Cal-chan? I need them. But you're between. You're in my future. You're in his past. That's how it works. I guess. Yep. This one is not in the models folder. There. Yeah, it might be a little too brown. You know what? Maybe. I think it just needs a little less. Not too much though. If you go to like a this, and then I think that will work because it's. I think it stands out as being too brown because the everything around it isn't. So it's if you put a green balloon in with a bunch of red balloons, it's going to stand out. But you put a green balloon in with a bunch of like lime balloons, it's probably not going to. No, Alex. Oh. What I want to know is how you had audible static typed out. Is it called? Oh no, the onomatopoeia is when you have words that are spelt as they sound. So if you had like pft, it's PFFT. I think that's so not quite. We want this one. Ugh. I want the same layers on there. What I don't get is that this one didn't have its details set, but the other one did. I'm just gonna set it here because I want to be consistent, but it seems weird. Okay, that's a good starting point. I think that other one is the exact same stone. I think this will work. Copy, paste. Now undo, undo, undo. Copy, redo, redo, redo. Oh, it won't let me do that. Or no, am I doing that backwards? Oh. Because I want to get... Huh? It's nice out.
Cold.
It's beautiful. It's only -2. What's a good way to cheat that? Oh, well, I'm trying to make it so I didn't have to name it or have it be Stone Slab 3. So that was why. I guess I can just do that. And now I gotta rename it because it bugs me. Water needs to be kind of brownish. So I've got 2 different water. One has a space. So this is third skin. Whoa, hello, blah, blah. Funny looking shiny button. What did I get? I got emotes too. Ha! I got a Santa. Any point? There's French fries over there too. Or do you get those, or do you just make a bowl of nuggies?
It's a bowl of nuggies.
Yeah, there's French fries over there too.
I didn't see French
In the air fryer. I think just eating a bowl of chicken. That's it. You put some cheese on there too. Jeez.
cheese and nuggets?
Yeah.
What?
You were gonna eat just breaded chicken and nothing else.
Never heard of cheese and nuggets. Frying cheese.
There's pepper jack and there's the smoked Swiss. No, probably not the smoked Swiss.
That sounds weird. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, so we need to do the the water house. So I think it's C. I think this is workshop. Yes. You can have all the leftover ones. Just don't use the tongs like to scratch it.
Okay.
Thought there was something weird about this one. Like what I'm supposed to. Oh, yeah, I think it's just that. Okay. So it's just this one. No, I think I can use this. Some of these other ones are different color. That's okay. Let's do the B and C. There we go. Okay. Very adult things.
Only the biggest grown-ups get the best on it.
Lloyd says hi. Because he can't read it.
Soon. Glasses are in the mail.
Okay, so this is giving it a blue tint.
Oh, it's shaping up. You even retextured the stones that he's standing on.
Yeah. Now I'm looking to change some of the color of the water. I didn't quite do what I wanted to, but now that when I look at it here, it quite
How bright is the water in the original?
yeah, it matches that texture exactly. If that's the case, then I am going to just export.
When you heat this up.
Need hot nuggies.
Mm-hmm. No better one. Minnesota makes everything cold.
Just a little bit. Gotta keep it open. We can try this. Ugh, no. Yeah, I just need it to be muddy. I don't need it to be not even that muddy. That might be too much bud. Let's go with that. Oh. Did I save that over the original? Yeah, I did. Oh, whatever. It's not the original. It's the export. But I did want to look up what values we had here. sRGB, whatever that is.
Maybe my hands will fall out.
So you enjoyed the cold today?
No.
But you only have a coat. A thin coat. That's it.
I got a thin coat and I wore short sleeves.
I didn't shiver 1 second today.
I'm shivering right now.
Because I had my shirt, my dress shirt, 3 coats on. My weekend was well. It went really quick.
Yeah. Played board games. That was fun.
Board games, food, had just the right amount of people.
They told me I wasn't old enough to drink, but
You didn't bring your paperwork.
me.
This is not quite what that text is. I think that might be too brown still. Oh. If anything, it needs a little more yellow to it.
Mm-hmm. It needs to be brighter or something.
Brighter's easy. I don't want to do the texture like that though because it gets messy to fix or to make work. So I can do like that. A little bit up there more.
I would almost think a water texture from TF2 would work better.
It's not. I can't just take the texture from something else and put it on something that is a completely different model. That texture, it'd have to be a repeated texture and it would have to have other things about it. This one's an animated texture and all this stuff, and I'd rather not deal with it. And as long as I get it within the same color area, I'm usually fine, or I can make it work. The problem is the blue and yellow don't meld well. I can't override colors on top of it without having problems. It's a bit better, but I think I can now play with the overrides. That's too muddy. Let's do 2 there. Can I just go brighter and it works?
Oh, that looks much better.
You had it all this time? Why didn't you take...
I think you could almost get it brighter than that, couldn't you?
Kinda. This is double.
Oh, that's actually much better. I think that's closer to what's in the show.
But I'm not. This one has a little bit more color to it.
It's still kind of dingy.
Because right now I'm just sitting at white. If I want to add color to it, it's going to be about like boosting one of these. It's
It's more
green.
green than yellow.
Oops.
Oh,
Well, I went to
gotten
I went to
really
300,000 instead of 3.
it's just neon blood.
Oh no, that was like 3 million something.
It's not bad.
Yellow would be if I put this 4. No, that's too much red. I just want to get close. That might work right there. Between those two. Still a little bland, but unless I wanted to go like that.
That's actually...
No.
No? Okay.
No, that's going to be... Because I can do post where I'm going to buff up colors. And if I do that, and if it's already matching the show there, when I buff it up, it's going to go past it. That's actually pretty good right there, I think.
It's a lot better than it was, yeah.
Alright,
What's
now...
happening to your chat?
What's going on here? Alex is tossing stuff around. Oh, thank you. And I got another emo. What's this one? Oh, yeah. A leaning Santa. Hey, I got another one earlier, too. What the hell is this? It's like got beer goggles.
Yay, booze.
What is it doing again? Oh yeah, I was gonna fix the water back here. It's gotta be. Okay. That's a starting point. I need to get him more balance in lighting. He's got kind of the dark strip going down here, and I think that it'd be better if that wasn't there. So this ambient, that's going to be like, I think, yeah, area ambience. And this one, what? No, I'm going to do light. There we go. That looks pretty good. I think that should work. I wonder if I can, because right now you can still see the line of where the lights kind of meet, and a lot of that is because of how these are coming in. The rim I understand, but the main light, I wonder if I can buff up that radius. So this will make, yeah, that does round this edge a little bit there. It will over brighten the scene outside of normal shots, though. Because radius is going to simulate a multiple lights, so it expands it to be wider, so that it creates a artificial wider light, so not so harsh of lines. But preview doesn't do that, so everything's brighter. And I hope that's not going to affect the eyes, is it? Nope. His eyes, though, are, except they're a little dark. Oh, I forgot about the front light. Yeah, now that blends pretty good. Now he just has the one line on the side. I could probably even get rid of some of that. With this one? Yeah.
So I'm going to pour some of that peach mead. You want some?
Sure. I'm a big fan of peach, but it's mead.
Yeah.
That helps a little bit. So it's just going to make the lighting in the map, or for everything else, a little difficult for a while. But overall, I think that's looking better. All I have to do now is figure out this background bit. So, We got the stone slabs. Hello, doo-doo. I like saying that. Oh, there's multiple of these. Let me make sure. Oh, actually, you know what? These ones, I bet you I can cheat. Cheat. Oh. I was gonna say, it's not being weird. Ooh. Oh. We might have a way to cheat this. I wouldn't quite call that the same. It's kind of close. I think I can make that work. If only I knew which skin this was. This is halfway through out of... Wait, does that actually indicate the skin it's at? My water.
You looked at the booze, and then you looked at the water, and then you looked back at the booze, like, uh-oh.
My priorities. It actually does mark it that way. I had never even really paid attention to that. If that's the case, then that's skin 15.
That's interesting.
Interesting doesn't mean good.
It's not as good as the lemon meringue, but it's not bad.
Oh, it's 15, but a lot of these are dead afterwards. So this is probably actually skin 15. Maybe. Oh. It is! Oh!
Oh look, you actually found the curved rock.
It's been there since the beginning.
You were having trouble last time I watched, looking finding that rock.
No, I changed the skin to something that managed to fit similar. But I wanted something a little redder, so we're going to make it redder. And actually, I should change this light. Right now, it's kind of this the like shadow of that, or the reflection of the one above it. I don't have any reflections. I can though. Oh no, I lost all. No, that was. I forgot what it's called now. Oh. There. Okay.
Interesting.
Smoky. Almost.
I think it's smoky. I can see that. Oh, hey, Kelchan. I didn't see you there. You're still in Japan, right? How's Japan?
He emerges. Here comes Grolgar.
It'd be a pretty epic way for him to make an entrance.
With his whole city below him.
Yes.
Okay, let's get rid of this water then. Oh, because this actually has a reflection. And it doesn't move, but I might be able to make that work. But oh no, I can make it move.
How are you trying to make it move?
I'm gonna have the water move, but I don't need to have the water move. I just need to have everything else move.
Oh, look at you cheating.
And it works.
Oh.
No, whenever I think of motion in SFM, it's not, it's, you have to think of it in two ways. It's either you have the object move in its surroundings, or you have the surroundings move around the object. And I have to always think that way because I have to often do the other way. We've been playing a lot of Halo on PC.
Yeah. So, Kel-chan, how much longer you got?
He's only been over there for a couple months.
It seems like a long time. I mean, it's not as long as Draft's been gone, but he's almost dead. And his disappearance.
Well, the other thing is, this slab only goes so deep.
I'm guessing you're still over there for a while yet.
Oh no. And is that like ground stuff to prevent it from
Ground stuff?
Ah. Okay. Oh. Got rid of the sky.
Ah.
And actually, not having a sky might be fine.
But you are inside a cave.
But it's not right now reflecting off of, giving me nothing on the ground down here when I should be having something that's brown. But the fun thing is that that is just reflecting within the sky, which right now, since it's nothing, it's reflecting in a white. So I'm going to get a sky dome. And just create what it is that I want to have above him.
It's a while yet.
Okay, so since I have nothing underneath, I have to put this a ways down. This should have multiple skins to work from.
Ooh.
Nobody's in a cave though, so that kind of fits and kind of doesn't. I think... Is this sky based on a light? It is not. No, it is. Sweet. Okay. I thought it was not taking in light. If it is, then I can just put this shining somewhere.
So, everybody in chat got their Christmas and / holiday / Hanukkah shopping, Kwanzaa shopping done.
So I got 2 weeks.
Yeah, almost running out of time for getting anything shipped. Unless you like want to pay for it next day.
Depends where you ship from. See, now, the problem with this is I still see its clouds.
You still see it as clouds. Yeah, it is kind of cloudy. Maybe you can just put a big rock texture
Nope, there.
on the sky dome.
Do something like this. Let me actually angle that a bit better. Oh, you know what? Move this whole thing over here.
Pan is relaxing, huh? You're nowhere near Tokyo. I might see pictures of Tokyo. It just seems like if you stop for even a moment, you'll just get trampled. Very busy city.
Okay, so I don't want to go underground because it's going to give me, it's under there. So if I go like here, so that's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just got to get the rest of these rocks to match. Spike. Okay, so this needs to be more red. Too red. Too red. Too yellow. Well, maybe a little bit. Let's go to 7.
Storms do suck for knocking out power.
Yeah.
He's blue.
I still think that that's too yellow. Because these are kind of matching in color. These are very drastically different. Well, it might just be because of this back one. This one is brighter as well, but I can use lights for that. Because it's brightness that makes a difference between those, I feel, but that's fine. So I just got to remove a little bit of the yellow from that, and I think it'd be fine.
I don't hate it, but I don't think I'll buy it again.
Yeah, not a fan, really.
Yeah.
I feel it's kind of like smoky in the like cigarette smoky way.
I wouldn't say it's that bad, but it definitely doesn't taste like peach.
That's because it's peach honey. Ooh. Oh, it's still a little too red. So we need to balance that out. Drop. Oh, there we go. That's a pretty good match. So that's 0.8, 0.75, 0.7. I think a lot of these are copy paste, aren't they? Yeah, that's the same model. I might need to play with the shadows in the background to get harsher, dark shadows on the edges, but still, it's progress. Okay, I think this one would be the last one. They're the same model. Oh, there's that one too. Or is this just the same one I used over and over again? Yeah, it looks like it went really lazy.
Why do you say that?
Because I just took the same model and just copy pasted it over and over and over and over again in the background instead of finding new unique ones. You just churn it and you flip it and you do something and it looks different. You put two of them right next to each other that slightly overlap and they make a different looking model.
Rocks are versatile.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to look too blandish, but I have some ideas for fixing that. Okay, so some of these are different. Seven 0.58 and forgot. $8.757. Okay, so 0.5 decrease every level. Let's see if it's the same one.
You think they should have made his beard hair white as well? Because he made his head hair and his tail white, but then his beard hair is blue. It bothers me slightly.
The what?
His beard hair, it's blue. But his eyebrows, his head hair, and his tail are all white.
Because they have to identify it and separate it.
Yeah, but why'd they make the beard hair blue and not white?
I think because if you even think about it like that, he just seems ancient then. He doesn't seem older. Just picturing his beard being white just doesn't work.
He's supposed to be like older than Tyrek. I'm pretty old.
I know he's old, but you put that. I just don't think it works with him. It just doesn't look right. Right. So which of these is the one to go with? No, it is 15. So why didn't that work? See here, 15, 16, 17, Yeah, okay, so it should be, it's 15. Oh, it didn't work because I didn't have the skin set. It would work if I had it selected. There it goes. Okay, this is this. Ah, okay. It's this one. Okay. There we go.
Have a message.
We're getting messages all day. Oh, it's just Kickstarter updates
Important stuff.
for Expanse and for Divinity.
I want them to make another Divinity game.
Yeah.
Like computer game.
They are.
When can I have it? Well, we haven't even finished the one.
It's going to be based on the same characters from 2, and it's a similar combat but different. It's kind of weird.
I want the same combat, and I want a different story. That's all.
Like for characters.
I want to finish this story. Poke.
I think now that I have everything in there, I'm gonna make the water slightly green.
How's it going? There's a blue goat. He looks angry and hungry.
Hello, JD.
It's
going well for me. How are you going? How are you doing? And going? Sure.
He's a hangry goat. That's the takeaway.
So I need to add a little bit of green. Sure.
His horns have to hurt his neck.
Well, I had to say it before, like, if you just look at his center of balance.
It's
Or his center of mass is probably, like, right here. So, there's, like, nothing here makes work, right? So
it looks to me like he would just tip forward and then just be stuck.
So we roll.
No, too heavy. He's going in the water. See?
This is how he should be looking all the time.
He's very athletic. Like, look at me go.
He's like, hiya, hiya, hiya.
He's so powerful. We cannot defeat. He's got the side kickies.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Or just whoop.
So flexible.
His name is Yogar.
How do you turn off the computer? Is it this button?
Actually, yes.
No. Not allowed no more.
There. You fix.
Oh, that was upsetting. I think... no, you know what? That's fine. It's good. Close enough. And then, see, now he's giraffe. He's giraffe goat.
That reminds me of an antelope.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna fix them. Okay, he fits. Alright, so for one, in that background, before I do any more, there's a gap where you can see the background. I don't want that. There we go. Don't want that water anymore. I like the reflective one. That'll just be stone light. So from here, the light was coming from this direction. We don't want shadows. I think I'm gonna have to like do this on a stone by stone basis. Is this gonna do what I think it is?
No.
What is that a reflection of?
I think it's the skyblock, isn't it? What is that?
I think I know what it is. That is what I thought. But I can't change it because it's not part of the map. It's the environment map. But it's tied to the map itself, so unless I want to modify the map. Yeah, because it's... Wait, no. That's his face.
Whose face? Oh, it is!
So it's not.
That's so freaky. Why is his face over there?
It's the way it's trying to create a bump map, I think, or not a bump map, an environment map. But it's fine because as long like if I move him here, oh no, you can see him reflected there too. Does angle matter? Kind of, but it's only causing that reflection in objects that are being reflected. Which
In
I'm
the water.
guessing is because of.
Do you turn down you don't want to turn down the reflectivity of the water, then you lose some stuff in the key.
I'm gonna try something.
I finished it. And I will never drink it again.
It doesn't matter. It's always going to do it when it's reflecting with another object that's in it. So then maybe if I bring the sky dome up and have an object underneath it, which does work to a degree, it gets rid of other problems. Mainly that you can see the objects underneath the water. So I can actually probably bring that up to like here. Why is this now blue? Oh, it's blue in the bottom. change one override, and for some reason or another it decides that it wants to break more than one. So to make it override on something you don't need to override. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it kind of did mess that up a little bit.
Looking good.
No, it's still causing that reflection thing. But I don't know, because renders can be different. But I still see it. But I've used this before. Is it because I'm hiding one of the models? No. And actually, I can't even trust that it's going to keep any of these objects gone when I load it. So a good thing I loaded that in. I've had it before. I churn these things off and then whoop, it doesn't care. Yeah, I don't think none of that's going to matter. I'll have to see how the render goes. Because sometimes it's just the render is different. Otherwise, it's just I move the rocks and such to be different than the original so that anything that is him is not in that visible range. Because right from what I can tell, if I use this positioning, it's just this area right here. But what I don't like is that no matter what, it's using, is it like a mirror? Yeah, it's creating no, it's a live, it's weird, it's being stupid, it's what it is. But I won't worry about it right now because I can fix that later. He stands out a bit too much right now.
He's a big blue goat in a brown cave. How does he not stand out? He wouldn't stand out anymore if he was on fire.
But yeah, that's the problem is like, so if I try to get a light, so say I take a light here and I say I want to create a nice rim light on him that's a nice like red or something. So this is the same issue I used to have with Rainbow Dash. So I create this light and so I create something to make it slightly red on his blue, but then this reflects light differently. So this is going to be super, super red. And if it crosses into any other object, it's going to be red. So Rainbow Dash used to be that problem too. If I liked using like sunsets and oranges and yellows, but anytime I did, Rainbow Dash would not take the light in any way. She would just ignore it.
She's too cool for red light.
Because look at that. He like barely takes it because it doesn't mesh with blue. So this is a difficult one to color with him. But I think I'll just stick with it and not care. So this one has shadows. But the tighter I make it, the better the shadow quality. If I get down to, yeah, I don't need to do that tight. But I want to at least have some kind of a shadow. You can kind of see a little bit of a shadow there. I wish I could put a light or have the shadow. Oh no, I can put the shadow underneath them. I did that once before. We cheat. Alright, so this needs to be... If I were to make this an extreme, what color is it? Nothing right now. Okay, so that's good. I'll keep it like that. Just a little bit more. No, that's too much. What game you playing? You playing Halo? I'm just gonna keep his hooves like that, but we're gonna take. No, not that one.
You want to put the green goo on it?
This is. I can. Oops.
I just didn't know if you were going to or not. Get the big old loogie that Crystal has hopped up on his feet.
Oh,
Your
it's not
music
got
broke.
room. No, it says it's that's a specific one is no longer available. Somebody copyright claimed it or something. I have a couple on the list I have to go clear out. Okay. Now this one's about just trying to darken the light at his hooves a bit more. Because he's not going anywhere. But I don't need it done much. But this one's going to be a little harder because it's going to blend into him and make it like a weird blue. So to offset that, I need to increase the blue.
More blue. I'm just reminded of that picture. More blue.
inverting a color. When you're inverting colors, you have to increase something to decrease it. Probably want a little bit of. I'm going to decrease the red to increase the red a little bit. That might work. As for the goo,
Big snot pile.
I'm trying to remember. I have to look it up quick.
Gag, gag, gag.
No.
Just big gag on. I remember the days. Days of the gag.
What's the other fruitless efforts? That was it. So it's loading. He does the quote here.
He's like, ooh, pecs. It's like, got the face.
There it is. It's running so slow.
Need to get better internet and dial up.
I gotta just.
Artifact.
I just gotta restart the modem. Probably do it after here.
The bell. You had it all this time.
Okay, so he is pulling a little bit.
He looks so sad.
Hmm?
He looks so sad.
And actually, this is a different angle
You
than
tell me.
I've been building to, but that's fine. Goop.
Percy baby. Why you got
HW 2013, The Glob.
the glob?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the glob?
She's Chrissy.
Oh. Some people really like Chrysalis.
I like her. She's a good horse.
You did kind of make her cute in this, but she is a bug.
What are you talking about? Look at how evil she is.
No, she's got kind of a cute face, admittedly. But she's still a bug horse.
So I think the worst part about this video was all the hair had to be animated manually.
Manual.
So all the having it bounce across her nose and pushed and everything was all manual because her hair was all just bones. And there's a lot of where is it?
The butt. Close up on the butt.
Yeah, that's all. Nope. Where is her hair for? I thought I just selected that. Yeah, that's all her hair bones. Well, that's some of them, actually. Then there's also these 5. So, all this is hair.
Chrissy has a lot of hair for a insect.
Like even, is that her tail?
Like, are there nerve endings in that hair?
Oh yeah, and she doesn't walk right, so I had to break her legs.
No?
Honestly, I didn't think you
Crunch.
were worth replacing
I got squished.
To make the stepping look right, it didn't work very well, but from this angle it looks fine.
No? Jim Graham, she's got good.
No pony is coming to save you.
Oh yeah, this has a reflection too. It's not gonna be big enough for what I need though.
Your little squad was it.
She looks so like emo there, and then she looks like evil.
I don't know. I still have the urge to poop her.
Anyway, I got the model I needed, so that's all I care about.
It'd be a no poop. Like, no. Bad bug horse.
Hello, bird. Turn off entities. Turn on entities.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming to Google.
We'll do this for left of the front leg.
What is that even from? What is there a brain in there? There's eyes on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Alive.
I can remember which of these textures to get rid of. That was not the one I wanted.
He took his body away. He's just a poor goo.
It's
trying
fine.
to find his way in the world.
He took his brain away.
He's dead. You killed him. Oh. He's the monster now. Where's Carcass's shoes?
So there is something it's stretching from, right? Yeah.
He's sticky.
So I'm gonna. I think I had it like this before.
He got new shoes. Some pretty fancy shoes.
For that angle, is it gonna work? No. I can't turn it like that. I can turn it maybe this way. 'Cause this is the back of the goo.
Ooh. I'm tired today.
I'm cold.
You are.
Oh, you are?
thought you said you were
No, you yawned. And I think he's tired and cold.
just tired. It's actually okay in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the heat was working pretty good today.
The space heater above. Computer you got probably put them off a little bit too.
No, it was warm in here otherwise.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't put out that much heat. Okay, so there's some goo, but those are actually connected, and they also shouldn't be that bright. Let's see if I can bring that down a little bit. So this was the one, and so it is semi-transparent but also reflective. So we're gonna go color. Okay, so the color doesn't actually do too much. That is fine.
Just slightly greener.
Oh, just overwriting this.
Super green.
Okay, that's fine. What does this do? Nothing. All right, that's fine too. Let's see if I can env map tint. Damn. What's causing that? That's definitely.
It's got like a greenish tint to it now.
Well, it should be. That I could change the tint of this.
Things are good, trombone.
Oh, the trombone. Things are doing well. Here's another test.
No.
Oh.
Still looks
Ha.
pretty white. I'm already preparing in my head the number of jokes that are going to be on YouTube if it stays white.
There we go.
There you go. Jokes of white.
I was just trying to figure out what was causing it. Once I turned off the lights, and it was still lit, which means it was a self-illumination.
That's a nice green you got there.
But it's causing. This one is causing bad lighting. Yeah, I'll just have to get rid of the hoof light. That actually looks really good then.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like some legit goo.
He covered in gack. He stuck in it. Did you ever own gack when you were a kid?
I don't think so.
Sorry to hear about your horrible childhood. I think I had one thing of it. It dried up after 2 days, and then I never played with it again.
Ooh.
The gag story. It was a crappy toy. Chris looks like a really big loogie.
It's the attempt to connect the two.
I think it's meh if you connect them. Personally. It's kind of one of those things. I know they're supposed to be, but it just doesn't feel like it's all that necessary.
I don't know what works until I try it, so I throw it down. If I don't like it, I get rid of it. Yeah, it just looks like 3 separate models.
I still can't look at that this character and think of anything but Grogar.
Anything but Grogar?
I say I can't think of anything but Grogar,
No.
even though I know it's not
Penis.
Oh yes, penis.
Penis.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, who doesn't think penis when they think Grogar?
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Clumsy. Welcome to that. But that's motivation in my SFM animation ideas. Otherwise, all is well. Yeah, motivation loss. Trust me, I've had that for years. Is it possible for SFM animation projects to be collaborations? Yes and no. The only difficult part with SFM is unless you have everybody working off like the same files that are on a server, which you'd have to all be local then. Any changes or differences that somebody might have in models that are on their computer aren't going to translate to yours. So collabs can be difficult because I might have different models that are modified differently than somebody else. If you're just animating, it's not too bad, but still, the best collaborations that have been in SFM have been like Doors and Faked Real did one recently where it's people are making segments to put in the final, kind of like Anthology does, and then it's not about working together towards an individual shot with multiple parts. It's about everybody just contributing a portion of that video, like the scenes, which even then it can vary drastically. So it works better for like a montage of stuff.
I am kind of surprised that nobody's ever done an SFM similar to what they did with Double Rainbow, where everybody just worked on their own piece of animation, which was rendered out, and then it was just added
You're just
together.
thinking in Pony.
Oh yeah, I am thinking of Pony.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything in SFM done with Pony like
Yeah, and there has been. It's just small. It's keeping people motivated for that long when they're just doing it volunteer, and especially when you usually have organizers of those groups that tend to be the public eye of it and knowingly or unknowingly take all their credit. So it's
I feel like you have somebody in mind when you say that.
no, it's big group projects end up being that people put hours and hours into these projects, but they're just a name on a piece of paper, and so it's like you're putting all this effort in for what? So that's what's nice about like Doors and stuff, because your name is on there, your full final product is shown. That's kind of cool. All right, so we'll have. I'll consider this scene build basically done.
Yeah, go back to that picture just now. You know why they defeated him?
Because he's angry.
Because they got a hold of his ding-a-ling.
I'm gonna shut down my own computer.
You're done for
Without experience with animating SFM, but I do have documentation for how someone could animate the project. Yeah, when it comes to, it's going to be really hard to find people if you haven't done it yourself, because a collaboration needs somebody that knows some of the ins and outs and the hardships that go along with it and the time restraints, and it's really hard if somebody doesn't have that understanding. It's animation is a long drawn out process that is horribly demotivating, and any collab I've ever seen that's longer than like 30 seconds is almost doomed to fail, because it's just too big, scope creep, not planned well. It's no matter how well you think it's done, it's always missing a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna fire Tao. You're out of here.
Oh, darn.
Next month's rent's due, but you gotta get out of here.
That's upsetting.
I like to explore new things and become creative with SFM. The more I produce, the better. Ideas, write them down. Yeah, ideas are easy. I have ideas I have no problem having. It's the time it takes to complete the ideas.
There's lots of half-finished ideas.
Yeah, I love starting things because it sounds like you have the motivation to do it, but trying to keep that motivation going for months, ugh. Especially since most of the time I work on stuff, it's here because I'm at least motivated to do stuff because I'm kind of being forced to by people watching. But if anytime outside of that, I don't tend to work on anything. I'm too busy like playing video games and doing work and stuff.
You had it.
Eating nugget shaped like dinosaurs.
You got your nuggies.
Mm-hmm. They were delicious. They taste better when they're dinosaur shaped.
See if I can like half-ass his mouthing because he doesn't have that many flexes.
The mouth. You had it all this time. The mouth. The mouth. You had it all this time. Why didn't you tell? Why did? Why did? Why didn't you tell? The mouth. You had it all this time.
That actually turned out very rough. Doing puppeteering for is tough because my mouse will keep going past the slider off the screen, and so if I actually that was not a good idea to do. And so if I don't hit just the edge of it when I come back, it will not do anything. So I think it'd be easier just to do some quick rough bits with it. Well, actually, if I'm going to do lip syncing, I should reset his mouth to 0.
It's like half reenactment, half not.
Oh, no, I'm not doing a reenactment. It's this. He's gonna get hit with the bell.
The mouth. You had it all this time. Why didn't you tell?
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass!
What happened to her?
She's having a seizure.
She's having a seizure.
Like,
Oh, I just...
I bet you she just needs to be copy pasted.
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass!
T-Rex broke too.
She definitely had a seizure. Let me move them more into the shot.
Clippity,
Clippity.
Clippity clop.
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass!
I still love that part. Yeah, let's get him up a little higher too.
Ascend T-Rex. It's our Lord in terror.
Oh,
Dear.
come on. I think it was gonna be bad, but do that. Here he comes.
She's not having it. She's like, this bullshit again.
So yeah, it's just something stupid. I wanted to come up with something short that I could make within like a couple of weeks. I could have this done in like a week if I really. I could make a video every couple of days if I really was down to it, but I just don't have the motivation normally. Okay, so let's go back to Keurig here. A lot of it is over time. I keep raising the bar as to what I want to do, and then things take longer, and then you raise the bar and it takes longer, and eventually get to the point of never being able to hit the bar, so you never finish anything. Pucker. Oh, because it was a little off to the side. 0. They're feast.
He looks like he likes it.
He might actually be pretty easy to lip sync. Do I have a jawbone? Please tell me you do. Just imagine that's what he's saying. I can't hear anything. He's going ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. He's saying bell.
Ba 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 ba. Bail.
But.
What's a bail? Hey. Where's it go?
Yeah, he doesn't have a stretch. But we can. Okay, I think his poker needs to kick in a bit more here. Needs a wider mouth. Hmm?
He's hitting those higher notes now. He's
I love having mouth bones.
Me too. They made my face move.
Oh, ponies. Especially the jawbone.
If he sneezed right now.
Alright, see you a little bit later, Reg. Itiara's reaction was just added as like, because I had made mention before that at the very end of this video, I had throwing
She's so cute.
her little like look thing, and it's I think it's just literally a still frame. Like there's no animation or nothing, and I got more comments on that still frame than anything else. So I decided that doing that again would be fun.
The bell. The bell. The bell. The bell. You have...
Okay, so we're gonna do Pucker. He's got to be a little angrier.
He is upset about the goo.
No, it wouldn't be. It'd be there and. Okay, actually.
That's what you said earlier. I was imagining him sneezing now.
Okay, so you. He's so happy.
Yeah, ruff.
Bark, bark.
No.
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
More accurate.
Meh.
Me. No. Dolphin noises. How do you know that?
It's a turkey.
It's a turkey.
Mm-hmm. Like turkey sounds. Jeez.
One kisses.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
You just rub it. In fact, you can whistle.
A little bit.
No, I can't whistle. It's my one weakness. Seriously.
I am invincible. I can die to nothing. Ah, whistling, my one weakness. I'm going to die.
I think that was an episode of Dragon Ball Z. Or that movie, Lord Slug. That's legit how they defeated him. You ever watch that one?
Mm-hmm.
He just whistled to death. That's so sad. Like, they never brought up that Namekians were like super sensitive to whistling before that movie or after. Oh, we can take them out.
That is actually super useful. Because it moves his teeth and some of it, but if I go to move his jaw in certain ways, the tooth will get in the way, so I can actually remove it then. Or if I want to, I could have I wouldn't be able to do it in animating, but I could actually remove it and have his mouth fully closed then, in some way or another.
You have... The bell. The bell. You had it...
I think he's going meow.
Hmm?
I just noticed in the song right now. Someone's just doing-
It's not from the game.
Not from the game.
It's a Lindsey Sterling mixed with a different song.
Oh, so somebody else mixed it. Okay.
It's not from the game though.
That would have been interesting if it was.
No, they're using images from it. How do you have it rounded already when selecting the timeline? What do you mean by that? Because I'm using a motion editor, so I can just select whatever area I want, and then just have the fall offs. And so I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. The timeline is like to get smooth. You mean like how it's rounded on these edges here? Is that what you're meaning? Because I'm using just the fall off. So normally when you have normally if you just do the linear edit, you're gonna get like the point edits. But if you use the 1, 2, 3, 4 keys, you can see it up here with the fall offs round. And normally for a lot of speeches, I'll do the normal round at the top and then the quick fall off on the downside or the downward slope. But it just depends on what's being said. But I tend to do this because it's a slow build up and then a quick end. So normally, like if a mouth's going to move to a motion, it tends to be slower to it, but then I wouldn't want to have it just be super fluid like it's liquid. You need to have a little balance. Tongue just has one bone. No, it doesn't. It's got lots of bones.
Big old bite of them bones. Is that a... You got the tongue. Like,
Yeah.
Your tongue is gross. That is a gross tongue.
Okay, so for this, the tongue needs to be lower. It was at the top of the mouth. I feel like his tongue just kind of sits there. It's probably because of jaw, I bet you. So what I'm gonna do is take it, tongue, to jaw. I hope that helps a lot. Once it can actually go to the beginning.
I liked William Shatner when he was those spoofs came out, or with all that cut audio from the Apple episode he was in. He kept trying to push his character should be going, instead of saying no, just be like nay. He's like, because I'm a horse, and he kept doing it. He's like, you keep that. You'll probably use it. He really wanted to push that horse thing. Nay.
You had it all this. Had it.
That's better. Yeah, so like if you hold shift, you can just select just any amount of time as already. If you just like click a spot like when holding shift just to put your cursor on one spot, then while holding shift, if you roll the mouse wheel, you increase your fall offs. Normally it'll default to the flat ones. So right now it's a linear in and a linear out. When you have it kind of active, so not like clicking over here, but when it's active, so I've clicked it. If you hit any of the numbers while hovering over that fall off, it will change it. So if I hover over this and hit 1, it'll do the linear. If I hit 2, it'll be a you could say it's a slow out from the center, and then it gets faster on the outer edges. 3 is opposite, where it's quick out from the center, and then it slows down the outer bits. And then 4 is ease in and ease out. So this is where you're going to be. It's going to be slow at the beginning, speeds up in the middle, and then slows down at the end. So generally, for a lot of motions, I'll use the ease in and ease out, but because otherwise you're going to have a kind of a hard stop at the end of any motion. But sometimes you want to have a hard stop, or you want to do that drastic motion and then just round off the little bit so that it just makes it so that it's a nice quick motion, but still has a little bit of a smooth ending. So. Yeah, so then if you do like here for I need to do so ease in and ease out, it's just going to be open, slow, flow, slow. Linear is just going to be like a robot, which could get me up in handy. But then you can also choose those like different speeds. So the quicker and then slows down and speeds up. But it tends to be that those fall offs are not that drastic. Unless you do some really quick motion, they're not that hard. That you're not going to notice even that much of a difference. I like doing it where I'll do like a ease in and ease out on both, and then I'll add something extra to one other part of it just because it doesn't want to behave otherwise.
You had it all. You had it all. You had it.
You need to feed him an
all.
apple. He calls you sir.
You had it all. Had it all.
So like here, I did it ease in, but I'm gonna probably drop the open a little bit at the beginning here, just because I want it to be a little quicker.
Had it all.
Okay, this pucker needs to stick around a lot longer. Well, now I'm gonna steal his L here.
You had it all this. Well, you had it all this.
Put that again later. So, but it is after 8, so I am done for today. So, but got the scene build mostly figured out, and just gotta. I think I might change some of the like shades of some of the rocks in the background just to break it up, but for later.
Well, you had it all. Well, you had it all this.
So it actually looks pretty good. I didn't think it was going to turn out that well. I've actually liked that some of the more recent models have, like a lot of the current pony models have added just an absolute buttload of flexes. When if you have the right ones, you can have just where you put a mix of the ones that exist and it works. Like the Rathalos one, when I did that, there's only like 8 flexes or something for all the mouth stuff, and it works fine for what I need. You don't need like 40 and just makes things complex. So it's kind of, this is kind of nice because it makes it super easy to go through things. But yeah, I will be done. So thanks for some questions. I like answering the questions. It's the point of it, the stream. So and all that. So having the flexes is nice. But for lip syncing, it's rough because it feels like a lot of the flexes, their purpose is to create very detailed, specific looking things, but in doing so, it's making it easier for like still shots. But for lip syncing, it's like working with 40 different flexes makes it take much longer than working with 8 that are just the essentials. So. But when you have it all split up, it tends to be that all of them have a little bit of what you need because none of them are built to be for that purpose. I don't know. I just found some of the more recent ones that it finds that people are getting into that like area where they can put less to get more. But because this one's actually working pretty good. There's some other ones that are similar. Anyway, that is it. I will be back on Friday and stuff. So, have a good week and stuff. So, then have I still have Bird Derpy up there.
No!
Forgot about that.
No, take that down.
It's still there.
Why don't you have Cat instead? Cat's better.
No.
Vote
about,
to take down Burning Derpy.
How about we do that? It still says Burn Derpy.
What? Why?
It says it.
Why do you want to burn Derpy?
No, it's fine. So anyways, whatever. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, have Kitty.
Yay, Kitty.
And then bye-bye.